22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Come on, 180!
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Check. Alert.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the turnover, here's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
45 the mic. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, Delta.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking. And now 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go. A nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 180. Alert. Hey, check Mike 45.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now Trubisky lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, box truck.
58, right over there.
Hey, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here comes Cohen. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 43.
Now it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
45.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pull it high.
Shit.
Locke working out of the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 18-yard line.
Got it. Come on, set. 30 base.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Big grip. Big grip.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
at the 39-yard line.
General West. Get it.
Locke now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready, ready. 10 over.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke, and he fires one incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Mike 51. Watch the slant.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go, go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Topper, Topper. Go out. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke, he'll let it go deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kim, now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Good job.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Just keeping the play alive. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
45, 45.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Lock. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Block now on 1st down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. When I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruit.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They go back to Grant, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Bears 17, Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
51, Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Throwing his lock on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Locke. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Alert.
They will run with Grant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. That's taken on the 25. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Focus, defense, focus.
You draw quarters.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Lock. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Here we go. 60 yards. Let's go. Hey, high 7. Defense. Hey, here we go.
Hey, 58 is the mic.
Now Locke. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Go, go. 2.
Locke to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now McManus for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's the end of regulation.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Hey, Sam off.
Now Gordon on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun on third down, Locke. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Hey, Alpha.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Able to get away. Now Trubisky lost the football. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go.